Hello and welcome, my beautiful Libras. Brenda here with your general forecast, tarot and oracle messages for September the 25th to October the 8th. Yes, these are bi-weekly now. Let me know with your thumbs up and your comments if you like that. You have been receiving monthlies. I changed from weeklies to monthlies, bi-weekly finance and careers out there, and occasionally I've been throwing out bonus readings. So you are getting your 12 signs. However, I have had people say they've missed me, and so I'm coming out now with forecasts for 2 weeks starting September 25th to the 8th, and then we'll go from the 8th on. So let me know. I read your comments and I do take them seriously. Thank you again for your support of my channel, for liking, sharing, and for giving me those wonderful thumbs up so that that little sneaky algorithm in the background will generate traffic to my channel. Okay, my beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Libras, let's see what we have today. So we're going to start off with our download message, our all over energy, and guess what? You've been given two, so we're going to run with it. Okay, your first one says change. So, and then you've got books and research and study. You might be doing something different here, Libra. Maybe you've decided to take up a hobby, a goal, a passion of yours, whether it's in the arts or whether it's something that is going to be scholastic to help you generate yourself forward with your business and your career. Change can be anything, but we're going to read what the messages coming in will maybe represent what this change is. But for some of you, you might be going back to school. You might be taking a new form of study of some sort. So this is quite interesting. So we're going to check this out as we go through this reading today to see what you've got. Okay, so we're going to put these over here for now so that you can see them, okay? And we're going to work on that. All right, so change is coming in. Whatever it is you're going to be doing, Libra, you're thinking of doing something different and adding something to the equation. And that could be learning something new. Well, your first card is the beautiful card of sensitivity. Maybe you're experiencing that. You're becoming increasingly more sensitive. So this could be a week where you might be taking things to heart. You might be taking things personal. And so the universe and the powers that be are saying, step back and start taking care of your needs, okay? Maybe you need to avoid harsh relationships where the energy of someone around you could be overwhelming you. Maybe it's the environment where you are. Maybe you need to change things where you're living or how your office space is. Are you not feeling you're getting enough energy in fresh air or feeling comfortable within that situation? And any chemicals. So be careful, because sometimes we buy paint or we move into new places to live or apartments or whatever, and they've used chemicals to either clean or to paint with. And there are toxins in all these things. There's chemicals everywhere. There's chemicals in what we eat, the air we breathe, the things we wash our clothes in. Whatever the case is, some of you might be having to be alerted to sensitivity for your skin. Maybe you need to be aware of that you might be allergic to certain things. So make sure if you're experiencing anything like that, you write them down and then you try to figure out what was it you used or that could have caused it so that you can deal with this, okay? So this is a week of taking care of business, being sure that what you're breathing, what you're eating, the energy you're surrounding yourself in is not going to leave you feeling extra sensitive. Okay. Now, this can also have to do with discussions and conversations and debates we have with people, or people might say things that we take offense to. And again, that means you're sensitive right now. Okay. Coming in with that card, you've got the Eight of Swords. I'm sorry. So you might feel as though you're trapped in a situation and you can't move forward. This is a card that says you feel restricted. You feel as though things aren't going to work out in your favor. You feel as though you've come up against a wall and you can't go through it. This is getting up in your head energy, feeling sensitive about things, assuming and presuming things are not going to work out. And that could be why you're feeling sensitive here, my beautiful Libras. So tap into the reason why you're feeling this way and know that you're not trapped. Okay, this is stepping out of your own way now. If you feel you can't go after a goal, or you can't go after a situation, or you feel it's impossible, you're talking yourself into that energy, right? And what we feel and we think, we become, we attract. And you don't want to attract this energy. You don't want to be sensitive to this negative energy of feeling that you're trapped. There is change here that you can make. Are you feeling that you're overwhelmed at work? Then maybe you need to reassess your schedule. Maybe you need to work less days a week, or maybe you need to work different hours. If you have that ability and capability and privilege to do that, I would consider that. Also, time management. Are you pushing yourself too hard at this time, my beautiful Libras? Because you are go-getters when you put your head down down your nose and your head down to the ground. You just take off at light speed. So it might be time for you to just say, you know what? I need to slow down. I need to make a few changes here in my life so that I am going to feel better. Let's see what we have with this. Let's see what we have with us to clarify this. What additional information do you need with this reading? What additional information? Let's see what we have here coming in with this Eight of Swords. So this is about getting out of your head, letting go of those negative thoughts. As they say, stinking thinking. You're allowing your thoughts to get negative and to take the precedence, to take the lead. Don't let your fear take the lead, my beautiful Libras. This is about stepping out of your own way, because the only thing holding you back is how you're thinking about this. Let's see what we have here for you. Stay focused, okay? Stay focused on your goal, where it is you want to go. She's the most focused queen out there, right? She goes after what she wants. She's capable of doing it, and she just ignores all those people that doubt her, or that want to criticize, or want to throw in their 2 cents worth of opinion here. This is your journey. Don't be afraid. Step out of your way, and certainly don't allow yourself to take on the drama or the negativity of other people's opinions this week. This is about you maintaining positivity so that you can stretch your wings and really fly and go for your goals. Maybe you've been underestimating yourself and your abilities, but now you need to believe in all that you can do and accomplish right now. And you're going to naturally attract other people to assist you. So don't be afraid of asserting your creativity and your independence right now, okay? Trust your intuition, all right? Don't be afraid to do that, okay? Because this is about balancing right now, balancing perhaps your home and your work, your career, okay? And you're going to get attention here. You're going to see things shift and change better for you. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, coming in with your next card, we've got for you, your guides and I have protecting treasure. Okay, so what is it you need to protect? You are always protected and divinely, okay? Directed. Maybe you're wondering, am I taken care of? Am I going to be protected? Okay. Although this is a time maybe of great risk, know that at a fundamental level, you're able to move forward safely and securely. These changes you're making, maybe you feel they're a little risky. Okay. But know that your proverbial nest egg is safe and sound no matter the fluctuations in the world. Money's going to be okay. You're going to be stable. Okay, but nurture that which you hold dear, because when we do that, we see growth. We apply all of our attention and focus on it, right? So you're not alone, and you have no need to fear. Embrace your courage and go after what you want this week, okay? Nurture what you want. Coming in with that, we have the Eight of Cups. So you've been thinking about making this change. You've been thinking about doing something different. You've been thinking about moving on and making these changes. And you're not going to go back to it. Okay, whatever these changes are you're making, Libra, you've decided that this is what I need to do to have my peace and harmony in my life. Remember I had said maybe you're going to do better time management. Maybe you're going to change your work schedule. You need to balance work and career here. And you might be doing that. You might have changed that. You're moving on in a new direction, right? You definitely are going after what you want, and you've seen the truth in that, and you've made a decision. But, this is taking time, because this is a card of balance, and maybe you've made your mind up to do it, and the calendar hasn't rolled around to that date date yet where you've said, this is when I'm going to make these changes. Okay. So whatever they are, my beautiful Libras, know that you're making the right decision and keep moving in that direction. Don't turn around and go back, because that's what stressed you out to begin with. Let's see what we have here with this. You have the Magician. Yeah, you've got the power, my beautiful Libras, to go after what you want. And that means the resources are there. You have the power. You're sitting in that seat of power to make these changes and go after what you want. And maybe when you do this, you're going to be having more time to write a book, or to read more books, or to do research, or to change things in your career. Maybe you're leveling up and you're wanting something else on your resume as well. But I do think that you have the power now. The Magician says you can manifest what you want and go after that goal. In the center position here of your reading, you've got surrender to setting limits. It is healthy to set boundaries in relationships. Practice expressing your needs, and remember that no is a complete sentence. So yeah, this is about moving forward in a new direction and changing things up a bit. You know, maybe you've made this command decision with this change, and you're going to say, you know what? I don't want to hear your opinion. I don't want you to talk me out of this. I need to feel good about where I'm going. And so you do set boundaries. You put your hand up and say, you know, I can't do this for you right now. I have other plans, and don't feel guilty about it. If somebody's requiring you or trying to talk you out of something that you are passionate about, don't give in. Okay. Basically, it's okay to say no. And that is a full sentence. And you know what? Oh, well, they can be mad till they're glad again. Maybe people are too demanding of your time, my beautiful Libras, and it's starting to wear on your energy level. And it's time for you to do what's right for you with this change. You've got the King of Pentacles coming in with that, and I love it, because it does show me you're going to have more security with these choices you're making at this time. This is a Midas touch card. We always say this about this King of Pentacles, that no matter what, you're going to land on your feet and come up smelling like a rose, okay? You're going to be grounded, and now you're going to see success come in. And you know what? You have wealth in so many different categories in your life, Libra. Could be in the form of love, time, effort, support, and maybe you're even going to find financial security, because I do see this. Some of you, they're telling me maybe stepping out and going to your bank to speak to the management, or lending and loaning institutions, or your investment companies. Maybe you're remortgaging your home, or a loan, or whatever the case is. Know that you finally will be able to see a clear sight line there, okay? I do think there's going to be stability and security now, okay? Now, you are preoccupied right now with the changes you're making, and maybe you're concerned that if you are cutting back or you're doing something different, how are you going to be able to handle that financially? Well, I think you have to think about your all-over well-being. You're very, very resourceful, my Libras, and, you know, you have this ability to manage money very well in your life, so I don't see a problem there, especially with this King of Pentacles. Wow, Libra, yes. You're going to come out ahead of the game. What have we got with that? You've got justice. Yeah, you deserve to make these decisions. And you've made a judgment call, and you're moving forward here. Justice is all about moving forward in a positive direction and knowing that this is the time for you to do that. You know, this is about, if you're dealing with any legal issues, my beautiful Libras, know that often this card comes in, I hear the gavel come down, and it usually means that it's going to come out in your favor, okay? Things are going to work in your favor. And if you've been dealing with those types of issues, right? So I do think that you're going to find things will be working out better for you, okay? You're going to be able to move forward in a very good direction. Can't go wrong with that King of Pentacles. Okay. Now, coming in next, you have the Moon. And we know the Moon has to do in the Tarot deck. This is an Oracle deck. In the Major Arcana, it has to do with the sign of Pisces. The element of water, flow and the flow of water. But the Moon has to do with mystery and intrigue, and also the feelings of intuition and psyche. And you need to recognize that, okay? And this could be social recognition you're going to get, Libra, for what you have the ability of doing. You're going to be in the spotlight now, because I always tell you, when the Moon comes out, it totally illuminates absolutely everything in its path. And you're going to be able to stand in that light. Now, some of you, this is indicative of doing work at night. Maybe you're working on a new shift, a night shift. But pay attention to your own feelings right now with the moon, because we talked about sensitivity here in the beginning, but know that your world is changing right now, first from the inside and then the outer world. So definitely there's changes coming in for you. Beautiful. We've got another king here, and this is the King of Cups. And again, being in charge of your emotions and tapping into that. But this may be somebody coming forward here with great wisdom to guide you through a challenging process. And this is saying step up and accept this graciously. Don't be above not receiving some good guidance here, because this person is the person that will give it to you. This is someone who could be someone around you, a man, an older man, a good friend, someone who's mature and stable, someone who has that ability to say, hey, you know what, I've been there, done it. This is how it worked for me. You might want to try this when you change things up. Okay. So let's see what we have with this. So definitely tapping into your intuition, trusting it, making changes right now. And in the process, you have all the abilities to manifest what you want. I think you're standing up for your rights. You know that you can say no now, and you've made your mind up with this change and movement forward in a new direction. Ooh, I like this. This is the Ace of Pentacles. Yes, the Ace of Pentacles is the beginning of something here. A wonderful opportunity coming in, which could have new doors of opportunity that are opening up for you. This is moving forward. Aces are the beginnings of all things. You hear me say this all the time, but this one means significant abundance, okay? And it's coming towards you. Some of you, it could be in the form of a promotion, a salary increase, or even some unexpected money. Now, if some of you are starting a new business venture, then it's likely to succeed. It's going to work out in your favor, okay, because you have that foundation for prosperity laid well now. It's also a good time to make any investments if you're thinking of investing into anything. Remember, we talked about that King of Pentacles. And you could be receiving some important legal documents and contracts or correspondence that will require your attention of signing. Okay, so others, as I had said, books and research and study. Sometimes this card is indicative of earning a degree and going back and getting and learning something new that you want. But it's always a card of good, excellent luck. I love it. Your final row here coming in for this 2-week energy reading is the woman. And you see how she's portrayed here. Yeah, she's exposing herself, but this is being open. This is being an open book. This could be somebody around you who's totally honest, and they come in and they give you guidance. This can be a sister, a friend, a mother, someone who you trust explicitly with this information. You could also be tapping into that, Libra, stepping up and saying, you know what, I'm making these changes. I'm standing in my truth, and this is the way it's going to be. She's so honest, and I love that, and so are you. Coming in next, you have the 10 of Wands. Now, you may have felt stuck in a situation. You felt as though the workload was too much. You might have been taking on everybody else's workload, just overwhelming your energy. And I think this is why you've decided to make some changes here so that you're going to be much happier, right? Moving forward from here on, and letting go of those burdens and knowing now that, it was too much for you. This was a duty call for you to finally make a decision, okay? You might have felt as though you were being taken for granted, maybe at work, in a situation, and now you realize that I can't do this anymore, and I'm not going to. Okay, let's see what we've got here. This is a general reading. Keep that in mind. It's not for every Libra on the planet. But for some of you, take what you can from it and, throw the rest out into the universe. If you want clarity, accuracy, and answers to any personal questions, you can click on my website and schedule right on the calendar when it's appropriate and comfortable for you to have a reading. On that note, your final card. What do we got? We've got the King of Swords. So you had the Justice card and now the King of Swords. And the King of Swords is an interesting king. He stands up for himself. He stands up for what he believes in. And you could be receiving some very important advice from this individual. Maybe we had talked about, I said perhaps signing some documents, something legal here. Well, you might need to retain counsel there to make sure you're signing on the dotted line correctly. But you're making fair and equitable decisions for yourself yourself at this time. And it's necessary for you to speak your mind with confidence and do that at this time, okay? But this could be someone who has this ability to step forward and give you some balance here. Someone who's professional, someone who's a diplomatic rather, somebody who's able to give you guidance here. And it could be a lawyer, an advocate, the crown, anything like that. Well, my beautiful, beautiful Libras, this is your reading for these 2 weeks of September the 25th to October the 8th. Know that I send you lots of love and many blessings, and I'll see you soon. Let me know what you think. Take care.